Traders, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing an AMC rundown, very short, sweet, to the point, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to zoom you out of here really quick, and we're just going to get straight to the chart. I'm not going to do an intro or nothing like that, so let's get to it. So first we're going to do is look at the chart and things we mentioned yesterday to look out for today. It was this weekly. This was all you needed to know. In my opinion, this is a 3-minute chart just to give you a very good breakdown of how you moved today, right? To how you got to this point to where you're at, right? In my opinion, you've been trading in this channel literally for 3-4 days, and you just continue to sit in this channel. It's kind of comedy when you look at it. So when you look here, you had a opening here. So we're going to zoom out just a little bit. I'm going to get rid of these real quick. It's funny that I circled that right there because that's how you opened up. So you had your opening right here. This is where our circle was, this weekly level. You dumped down, you shot up. This is what you wanted. You wanted to get a good reaction. However, indexes had a different story for us. And I mentioned if indexes continued to bleed, this most likely would ensue, right? So going in from here, right? Going in from this range, what happens? Let me tell you. You come down, retest again, you pop up, and then you get back in the channel and things turn just terrible, right? Indexes continue down, AMC continues down. And AMC goes on a straight run from 22.8 all the way down to 21.6, and now you're pushing to 21.4, 21.5. We're back here. We're back where we mentioned. We're back where we didn't want to be. It is what it is, but we had to talk about the possibility of what's happening. First thing to mention is you broke out of those higher lows. You came down. This is bad. What can we expect? What do you need to be looking out for? Things like that. Now, in my opinion, I've been saying, if you break below this level of 20.8, in my opinion, you're coming down to 19, and then after that, $17 range to me, 17.5. That's how I see it moving. Now, does that mean AMC will never rise back up? No, that's not what it means, but it just means in the short term, how it's playing out and how it's looking, right? Why? Because you're losing that weekly level. Once you lost the weekly, if you're looking here, you came down, you bear flagged, boom, hit the weekly, shot straight down to the ground. From here, how should you be trading this? How should you be looking at this? What I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom out really quick. We're going to look at the option flow. This is for this week, and this is on E-Trade, so you can see. I've been giving you guys updates and going over this specifically because it kind of tells you how AMC is going to move, in my opinion. All week, I've mentioned $21, and I get it. No one really wanted to hear this. No one really wanted to talk about it. It is what it is. I understand. It sucks. For people holding longer term options, this is why I'm not in options on AMC. This is why I'm not trading them, because you're getting all this flow, right? We mentioned yesterday you got a lot of coming into those 23s for potential fight there. However, I still thought $21 was going to be it. You need to at least get 22. It's not looking like that's going to happen unless indexes have a great day tomorrow, but it's looking like it's going to be a battle for 21. Looking at the overall flow of the puts, you can see there's a lot of open interest, a lot of volume right here at the 21s. This has led me to believe that, hey, you're probably going to push to that point. That's where the battle's going to be. On the call side, you're only getting the volume really once you get to 22. Anything over 22 is a great win. 22, 23, 24, 25, 32,000. Lots of open interest there. These are all things you wanted to see. I can look at next week. I can show you next week's options, but those don't even matter because you're not holding the levels right now. It's all about getting momentum going into that week, and you're not getting any momentum. If you look over the past 5 weeks, it's been this. It's been the same story over and over and over. So I'm never going to BS you guys. I'm never going to just tell you something to make you want to click the like button or subscribe. And I get if you want to hit the dislike button, because I kind of dislike sharing this with you guys today. But I got to keep it real, give it to you straight, so you know when I'm bullish, I'm bullish. When I'm bearish, I'm bearish. You know what I mean? There's no way around it. So looking at this, it's looking like tomorrow it's going to be a battle for $21. Especially now that you broke out of those higher lows. You can see those higher lows breaking. You come down, boom, boom, boom. You're probably going to get a test of that local bottom of 20.8. I mean, I'd be willing to bet money that that's going to be tested tomorrow. That's going to be a heavy resistance, heavy area to follow, and heavy just place to be looking at. AMC, you need to be watching out for that because that's going to be very, very real. What I want to look for really quick is going to be the 4-hour OBV. Do a really quick viewpoint on that as well. You know, it's kind of been just really just, I don't know what the word is, terrible. I don't know. Since you've broken out of this overall wedge that you had down here, you have an ascending triangle, ascending wedge, whatever you want to call it, and this is bearish. You broke down out of it, you came up retest, boom, you're shot back down, and this looks like it wants to go lower. It looks like more volume falling off here, and this is a pretty downside indicator in my opinion, and how this is trading and how I see this moving going forward. So I have no options. I have the stock. That's all I have right now. No interest in getting any more options at this point. When I want to get options, I will let you guys know, and I need to see some better behavior from the stock. And in my opinion, this most likely continues onto the downside going in through, sadly, and no one wants to hear this, January 21st. They've done their best to push this down as much as possible, and it's just continuing. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's definitely just continuing from those local ranges. GameStop doesn't look as bad in my opinion. Same type of channel. It wants to push up. It looks better. Possibly could get a push up. But AMC, in my opinion, just getting no love whatsoever. And definitely being sold off more and more and more. And then as we look at the volume, you can see it's just dying back down. I mean, this is the same thing we saw before we had our last little move up, right? You had that low volume. You shot up a little bit, kind of doubled here, and then boom, you just shot right back down. So these are things I'm looking at. These are the concerns. I'll let you guys know when I see this thing start to flip. However, I do want to just present you guys with a stock that I'm liking, a stock that's been moving very good, a stock mentioned in Discord, and I just want to let you guys know I entered this today. You're literally at the same position. You're probably getting cheaper than I did, but let's look at it. Now, 100%, I'm going to get hate for this. I understand that, but I'm not able to make another video going into the end of the day. I have to do some stuff with my son, so I'm pushing this out as quick as possible and letting you guys know. That's why I'm making this video literally at 2 p.m. I usually try to make these on the after hours, so it is what it is. Looking at AT&T. Now, looking at the chart, if you looked at this and you followed it any time whatsoever, it's just been an absolute uptrend. But the good thing that's happened here is that they got the dividends back to where they should have been, the payouts on the 1st of February. And so I think you're just on an uptrend right now. But looking here, if you look here, this is something that I'd be like, hey, I don't want to touch. It's running up too much. Concerning. But there is something of interest in my opinion. Now, if you go to Unusual Wells, you can look at the flow there and get an overall viewpoint, and you can see what's going on there. But what I want to show you guys is just on E-Trade really quick. This is for next Friday, and this is something people need to be looking at. You need to be looking at all these options expiring most likely in the money on AT&T. You have 60,000 on 26, 40,000 at 26.5, 122,000 sitting at 27 with another 80,000 of volume today, another 54,000 at 27.5, and then you have another 130,000 at $30 if that hits next Friday. Now, I'm not saying that's going to hit. I'm just showing you guys another potential play that has a lot of room to run. And these options, if you want to know right now, the 27.5 is the ones that I personally have right here. My average entry is about 12 cents right here, and those are holding their value even though the stock is dropping, right? So even though the stock has been dropping a little bit throughout the day, the value of those contracts are still going up. Why? Because there's so much open interest. There's so many buyers. And in my opinion, this is an institutional play. Now, and I think institutions, you think Citadel's coming to steal your money? Nope, not that type of institution in my opinion. But I see the value here, and I'm just trying to present you guys with opportunities in the best way possible. And again, I know I'm going to get heat. People are going to get mad at me. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say. But I like AT&T, and I think this could get a lot of volume going into next week based on what they're doing and how they're moving going forward, and the partnership and mergers that they've been doing over the past few days as well. Just keep it on your radar. Peep it, look it out, look at it, keep it on your radar, boys. I'm just trying to help you guys in the best way possible and present you guys with opportunities as I see fit. All right, traders, that's going to wrap up the video. If you get anything out of this, please like, subscribe. Just help out the channel tremendously. More updates coming every single day. Sorry I couldn't push out another video after this for the stocks I'm liking going into tomorrow. However, AT&T, I absolutely love it. Ended up buying some. I even bought it pretty high, to be honest. I did push in. I did actually shove. I actually deposited more money into the account to buy more AT&T because I like where it's at right now, and I do see the value going into next week. It's a cheap option. I know you guys like cheap plays, and so I'm just trying to present you guys with the opportunities. Looking at AMC, I like how it's moving. In the longer term aspect, it's setting up for a dip buy, and I know that's not what you want to hear. I know that's not what the people want to hear. But it is what it is. You got to take what you're given and try to make something positive out of it. And right now, I get it. It's a dip. I'm not heavy. I don't have puts. I've been saying that it's going to drop most likely going into these last few days, and I still haven't gotten puts on it. But I'm just sharing with you guys the play as I see fit. Once you get to 17, 19, you have room to make money there on the option side. So we're going to be looking and paying attention. We're going to be waiting for these hedge funds to get greedy again. And that's where we're going to strike. And that's when you're going to make your money. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. The Discord link is down below for every single trade I'm taking. The Twitter link, absolutely free for the boys. And remember, we're in the market.
Don't got enough to go cop it. I'm about to take off like a rocket. Houston, we we might have a problem, but that don't mean money will solve them.